Alright, we are back with a Night in the Woods. Ozen is going to be running this one.
Yes, hello. This is Night in the Woods, but we're currently inside the main character's computer playing a mini game called Demon Tower, and I'm joined by
Custerius, Anna McCain,
just to help ask questions and hopefully get me to explain things about the game. So let's get going.
In the age of blood, a pale one will rise, wielding naught but a simple blade. Who dares to climb the steps of Ancient Doom Spire?
The Demon Tower.
Demon Tower.
I was struggling to get through that word.
It says it there.
It does.
Okay, so we're going to start time in 3, 2, 1, go. As you can see, I'm a little 2D cat, and the thing about this game is it's basically roguelike. The patterns of enemies and walls in each room is random, but each of these rooms with chests in is in the same direction every time. So you need to get a chest. You need to get a key out of that chest, which I just did there, in order to unlock the boss door of each level. And this first boss is a joke boss because it doesn't damage you and only takes 1 hit to die. And we skipped the animation after I killed it there, luckily, because you position in the right place so that you start opening the door. And if you start opening the door, you don't have to go through the little animation of leaning on your sword after you defeat the boss. The main movement stuff in this game is dashing, and you can see the number of dashes I have in those blue little bars up in the top left. And you can chain them together, and you get iframes at various points. It's kind of sketchy. And then the pink stuff, the pink cat heads, are my health. And every level you complete, you lose 1 health from now on, but you also gain 1 dash. So here's the second boss. I'm going to try and kill vaguely fast, but not as fast as some other ones later on. Oh wait. I keep facing the wrong way. Trying to get him not to swing the bag to the side, because then that'll actually hit me. Okay. And that's the little animation you have to go through if you don't go through the door.
So you keep losing health. I take it you're doing the last level with 1 health?
Yeah, so the game has 10 levels, and at the moment I've got however many health points I have, quite a lot. And by the last level I only have 1. So it gets progressively more and more difficult. Can I open the chest before the ghosts reach me? I'm not actually sure. If the enemy hits you while you're opening the chest, you lose the channel, you have to start all over again. So the thing about when you take damage in this game, if there's objects on the floor like spikes or blood, you can see here, if I swing my sword while dashing, which kind of gives me this AoE attack like this, which can hit multiple things, then I will take damage if I'm dashing over spikes or blood, but I won't take damage from enemies. And then it's kind of vice versa from if I'm dashing towards an enemy but don't swing my sword, I'm more likely to take damage from the enemy. So you get into some difficult locations. Let me just. Alright, well, we're one cycle late on this boss. If I get this hit, there we go. You can get that boss a cycle or 2 faster, but that was alright. But yeah, you get some difficult locations where there are both. There's blood and then enemies right on the other side of the blood, so you can't dash and swing your sword over the blood, or else you just get hit by that. But then you can't just dash into the enemies, or else you get hit by them. And in fact, in one particular level, you can get an impossible level layout where you literally can't get past it without dying. So let's hope that doesn't happen, because there's no backups here. Well, other than to play the level again, which won't be too bad. And also, whenever you successfully kind of hit something with your sword, you kind of get your dash refresh. I don't know that one up there. Here we've got introduction of fireball throwing enemies. Luckily, all of the enemies friendly fire other enemies, so that's kind of helpful at a lot of points. Oh, that's really close to getting stun lock there. So, an interesting and very annoying thing. Hang on, this boss is very RNG reliant. So we want him to come close to that wall so that we can get loads of hits in. like, wow, this is amazing. That was really good. That's the best I've ever seen that. So,
Nice.
because whenever you dash, you reset your ability to hit with your sword, and whenever you hit an enemy with your sword, you reset the ability to dash. If you have a boss up against a wall like that, you can kind of just infinitely chain them together until he bops me, which luckily he stayed in the same place after he bopped me, so we got the really good fight. Oh! Okay, this is where the levels start getting a bit more difficult because I have much lower health, so I can't get hit so many times. You saw me like cancelling one of the fireballs there because I dashed at the right time. What was I saying before this? I kind of interrupted myself.
Something about stun? But you could have got stun locked earlier.
Yeah, so the button that opens doors and opens chests is the same button that dash is. So if you're next to a door, it'll always automatically open it instead of dashing. So if you want to dash away from enemies next to a door, you can't, you just die. Okay, too much fire. I can't dash and swing my sword into fireballs, so I'm gonna look at. There we go. So it's like the mice writers boss. Ball of mice. Got a bit of a quick kill there from like dashing backwards and forwards instead of being next to a wall and yeah, it's a classic slime type boss. Yeah, there we go.
That's so good.
So yeah, that's again the chain dashing thing, except I'm not next to a wall. I'm just, as long as you get an extra hit after you dash in, if there's something to hit, then you'll be able to dash again, and then you keep iframes. I stopped out of my way to kill that little old lady there because at the end of each stage, well, at the boss door of each stage, there's another one. You have these red, like witch dagger enemies, I like to call them. And they're fairly tough to fight, but actually they transform from those old ladies. So if you kill those old ladies before picking up this key, then you won't have to fight them as these red ones over here now. Oop. These purple things are the pink things are the health drops. So luckily I'm getting quite a few. I don't get hit by the fireballs, right. This boss is really difficult to do fast, because I'll see if I can get it. No, there's no way. No, never mind. So he has a load of these little ghosts which you get. And then, oh, hang on. No, okay, never mind. So I was trying to pin him against the back wall then, but now I just have to fight him slightly. Normally, you can't just spam hits on him. This boss actually does get some iframes for once, unlike the other bosses. Pick up some health. So this boss fight is going pretty slowly. There we go, that was not too bad. Yeah, boss fight.
That specific boss.
Yeah, they get harder. This and the next level are the hardest levels in the game because of these little guys with brown hoods here. They flipping, oh my god. Like, hopefully they just kill themselves on the blood. That's the easiest way to kill them. Otherwise they're really difficult to hit. And they just throw daggers at you, teleport behind you, kid. Nothing personnel. And,
So they go across screen transitions
they,
as well.
yeah, it's like there isn't actually screen transitions in this game. Well, I mean the camera transitions to
Yeah,
an
it's
extra,
just yeah, got
but yeah. Oh, almost dashed onto the spikes. Luckily, they haven't come out yet. So I only have 4 health for this boss. Let's see if this new quick kill is recently discovered. Let's see if I can get it. I have to get her on the wall and not be hit. Oh, okay, not too good. All right, that's like half and half. It's going well. This is going well.
It is.
I'm surprised. But this is the hardest level in the game because it's completely filled with these little brown dudes. Well, hopefully it's not if I get good RNG. And there's not too many yet. But I only have 3 health and that's what makes it harder.
Yeah.
So just pick up an extra health there. There's one, there's some, there they are. So if I dash into their daggers at the right time, I do negate the damage. Yes, kill yourselves. Yay, there we go. Oh, okay. I don't want to be dying to these normal enemies. Come on, I dealt with the difficult ones. Okay, let's see if I can sneakily open the chest without them noticing me.
Really right in front of them though.
Yeah, there they go, they saw me. Yeah, and now I have to get to the boss door, and there's going to be more of these guys through the level. And the other terrible thing about this level, I mean, the difficult thing about this level, is that the boss is just a giant one of those guys. And he's the only boss where he has loads of iframes. Every time you hit him, you can't do any more hits. So you actually have to fight him as intended normally. It's the only boss who can do that. You have to do that. But I do try and cheese it slightly by going over here so that he might land on the blood, if I'm lucky. And then he damages himself a bit. There we go, so he does it. So I'm dashing at the right time to not take damage from his knives. and not swinging my sword while I'm dashing over the blood so I don't take damage from that. This ghost is really annoying. There we go. I tried to hit him before he threw the knives, which you can do fairly easily, but I'm just playing it safe. Yeah, you can't do when he's on the other side of him. Alright, last hit probably. There we go.
Nice.
And yeah, this has been really good so far. I will say that this might well be a world record because those are the 2 hardest stages, and I haven't died. I shouldn't have said that now, but
Oh no.
yeah, this level I only have 2 health, but the only enemies in it are ghosts, which is actually I shouldn't have said that because I still die a lot on it. But it's yeah, a ghost and these little old ladies that turn into the red ones you have to fight at the boss door. So I'm trying to get rid of those so that I don't have to fight the more difficult versions of them at the boss. And I have a load of dashes I can chain together now, so hopefully not get hit by, you know, spikes and blood and stuff, because I have lots of chances to spam dashes over there. Oh. See if I can get through this door before the ghost gets here. And there's no boss in this level, because, I don't know, it's suspense for the final boss. Here comes the final boss, and time is coming up really soon. I'm going to chain together... Why have I gone that way? I'm going to chain together loads of dashes here that you see that every time I use a new dash, it gets longer and kind of more out of control. So here's a really fast quick kill on this boss, so time's coming up. If he plays nice. Oh, he's not playing that. Oh, there we go. And that's time. Oh my god.
Alright, that was pretty good.
Yes.
It's alright.
The world record is wide open. Is it under 10 minutes?
No.
No!
It's 10:36.
Ah, okay.
That's still solid, that.
Yeah. The world record is 10:05 or something like that, so I thought it was looking really good.
It was.
Not bad.
I had to play some bits safe, but yeah, I'm really happy with that run. I was expecting it to go really badly, because if you die, you have to restart a level entirely again.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. But...
Yeah, that was great. Like, some of the vision on that, and the fighting was really tight, especially in like set 7 and 8.
yeah, there's a lot of
super
mashing
good.
and dashing and such.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Nice.
excellent.
Yeah. Hold on. Second. Coming up next is Fez by Gyu. If I don't know if that pronounced it right. Cool. That's coming up in around 13 minutes. So be ready for that.